This recipe for peppered steak with a whiskey sauce is so quick and delicious and easy to make, and it's a perfect weekend treat. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make the sauce. We're going to heat the pan, good drizzle of the rapeseed oil just in the pan. Now I'm going to put in some butter. So now the first thing we do is just add in the shallot, and then we have our sliced button mushrooms, so just slice them. And I'm just cooking them literally for a minute or two, that's all. Now these mushrooms are looking lovely. So what we're going to do is deglaze it. That means pour on some whiskey. So just stand back when you're doing this and just keep the pan nice and hot and just flambe it. And if you don't want to kind of tilt the pan, you can just put a little match to it. So good drizzle of that. Hold it over. So what you're doing, you're cooking out the alcohol. So just stand back when you're doing this and just keep the pan nice and hot. So now some of the Worcester sauce, and this is going to give lovely flavour to the sauce. And then some of the Simply Better beef gravy. So see how lovely and thick and rich that is. So now for the Simply Better Irish Jersey cream. And that's going to be lovely and rich and creamy in the sauce. So stir that through. So I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to let that simmer for 8 to 10 minutes. While that's reducing, I'm going to cook the steak. So heat your griddle pan. And really important to have your steak. So I'm using the strip line, have it at room temperature. So I'm going to drizzle the steaks just with some rapeseed oil. Now we're going to season this up with some sea salt and a little bit of black pepper. Now the griddle pan is nice and hot, so I'm putting the seasoned side down, and then I need to put a little bit more oil and salt and pepper on the other side. So I'm going to cook my steaks nice and pink. I'm using the strip loin here, which is a lovely tender cut, full of flavour, and it's going to take about 4 minutes on either side. Now, so I'm just turning the steaks just on their side, just to cook them on either side, so they're nice and brown. The smell is gorgeous. It's one of my favourite cuts, this. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of butter. So just a couple of little cubes of butter go in there, and then we're going to switch it off. And the steak should be nice and pink. That's exactly what I want. So now for our sauce. That's been on simmering, absolutely gorgeous. Chopped parsley, I'm using some flat leaf parsley that go in there. And then we're going to put in just a squeeze of lemon juice. That's all we need. So now just literally a pinch of sugar, and then just stir that through. And look how creamy and rich it is. And you can see the sliced mushrooms, a little bit of onion, the parsley, and then taste it. It's so good. It's going to complement the steak perfectly. So that's it, ready to be served up. I just like to serve the steak with some maybe potato gratin, mashed potato, even a little bit of salad if you want, a baked potato, and with that sauce is a great combination and a real treat.